Hello, this is Chapter 19 in I Am Regina. The people of our village have banded together. We are like one family with Chief Tawai as our father. Warm winds finally thaw the crusted snow, and we share the rabbits that we snare, and the sweet snap that we tap for the sugar trees. When the leaves on the oak tree are the size of a mouse's ear, we sing softly as we plant our corn and wait. 1 man, 7 women, and 9 children, for Tiger Claw, Clear Sky, and Goat to return. But the men do not come back. At night, seated around a council fire, we talk together and dream of better times when the loud talk of men will fill our huts and deer will hang once more from the drying racks. Now, in the month in which the honey bees swarm, Quedit, Nunshish, and I harvest blackberries. The bleak winter months seem far away as we pluck plump berries warmed by the sun. Black juice stains our hands, and a sweet taste fills our mouths. Quedit's and Nunshish's baskets are only half full, but now they sprawl together in a patch of sunlight, plopping ripe berries into each other's mouths. Tuma lies beside Quedit, licking her face. She giggles and pushes him away. I wish I could lie down and enjoy the sunlight with them, but I know winter lies ahead. I must prepare for it. Thorns scratch my face as I stretch to pluck the ripened berries. Why is it that the big ones always hang beyond my reach? Something rustles through the grass. A black snake slithers across my feet. I leap backward, startled. Tiskinik, Quedit whispers. What? I call, my hands trembling from the close encounter with a snake. I know black snakes are harmless, but all snakes frighten me. Quedit runs over to me, followed by Nunshish. We hear footsteps, she whispers. They come from there. Quedit points toward the thick stand of locusts that line the footpath leading to our village. Who comes this time of year? I say. I hope it is a trader, Nunshish says. I would like a string of wampum, pink and white like apple blossoms. You had better hope for blankets and ammunition. Come, let's see this trader. We slip into the woods and quietly move from the shelter of one tree to another. We crouch behind a pile of brush that overlooks the footpath. Tuma wiggles between us, poking his nose into our faces. Suddenly, his hackles rise along his back. Tuma starts to growl. Shh. I fold my hand around his mouth, silencing him. 5 figures slowly round the bend in the footpath. I strain my eyes, trying to see. Who is it? Tiger Claw, Quedit points to a figure who leans heavily upon another, and that is Clear Sky. The third must be Godet. I do not know the others. Come. Tuma barks and bounds ahead of Nunshish and Quedit as they race to the village. I walk slowly behind them, carrying our baskets and hoping that the men have brought the provisions that we need. When Tiger Claw, Clear Sky, and Godet left last winter to speak with the Frenchmen, they departed in hope. But now, as they stand in the village clearing surrounded by our people, my heart sinks, for their faces are lined with despair and their hands are empty, save for some worn gray blankets. I do not know the Delaware warrior who stands beside them, dressed in buckskin leggings and a torn red shirt, but I recognize a 5th man. It is Dupre. He has aged. Has it been 4 winters since he last came here? Or has it been 5? His beard is gray. He wears a stained buckskin coat fringed with horsehair. So, Tiger Claw, you still own the white squaw, Dupre says as I approach. His eyes remind me of a ferret's. They squint at me while a smile tugs at the corners of his mouth. Have you found her a husband yet? Tiger Claw drapes his arm across Clear Sky's shoulder and spits on the ground. What man would marry Tiskinik? Her nose is too big and her face long like a horse. I had eagerly anticipated Tiger Claw's return, the provisions he would bring. But now, stung by his ugly words, I suddenly wish he had never come back. Where are the guns you promised us, the knives, and the sweet talk of triumph? I ask, wanting to wound him as he has me. The Frenchman would not join us in our cause. Without his guns and warriors, there is no hope, Clear Sky answers calmly, ignoring the sharpness in my retort. Pontiac's war is over? Chief Tawai's voice trembles with the question. It is over. Clear Sky hands him 3 blankets. We found these at abandoned white man's camps. We thought you could use them. What good are blankets in this heat? Wolfen says, her sharp eyes assessing Tiger Claw. I notice then how pale he is. Tiger Claw grabs a blanket and wraps it around his shoulders. They ease the chill of sickness. Where's my wife, my son? Why are they not here to greet me? No thought gathers sweet grass and berries, Wolfen says, placing a hand on Tiger Claw's cheek. He brushes her hand away. I will find no thought, I said, wanting to get away from Tiger Claw and Dupre. Their presence reminds me of an ugliness I do not want to think of. Tell No Thought to bring me white willow bark, Wolfen says. My son burns with fever. During the hot days that Tiger Claws return, his sickness worsens, and we spend our waking moments nursing him. He complains that his body aches, and No Thought rubs his joints with oil. He thrashes in the heat of fever, and Wolfen brews willow bark to make a soothing tea. When Tiger Claw shakes with chills, Chief Tawai covers him with deerskins, and the men place him on a pallet made of hemp and carry him to the sweat lodge, where fire, water, steaming stones, and Chief Tawai's incantations are supposed to make strong magic that will drive the evil spirits out of Tiger Claw and make him well. But when he returns from sweating, he is ever weaker than before. The rank smell of sickness continues to fill our hut. Red and angry-looking pocks start to erupt on Tiger Claw's face and body. Quetta and I gather the fern-like leaves of the kinnikinnick tree. We boil them into a soothing medicine that No Thought and Wolfen use to cleanse and purify the festering sores on Tiger Claw's skin. I pray that the kinnikinnick leaves will ease his suffering, but ugly memories like a gray scalp hanging in our hut stand in the way of my compassion. I cannot make myself go near his bed. Like Tiger Claw, Clear Sky sickens, and then Antak and the Delaware warrior who returned with them. Dupre stays in a hut by himself. He says he does not want to catch the sickness. Once the leaves turn, he will travel south and trade with the Shawnee. I will be glad when he is gone. When the sores on Tiger Claw's face and body begin to bleed, Dupre quickly packs his deerskin bag. Tiger Claw has the smallpox. It is a white man's disease. Dupre tells Wolfen, keeping his distance, burn the blankets found at the white man's camp. They have been cursed. The war has not ceased. It never will. Dupre walks away from us, his thin, dark body disappearing into the trees, and Wolfen wails, echoing the hurt and anger that I feel. I help her burn the blankets, but it is too late. A sickle moon shines the night Tiger Claw dies. Aye, Wolfen screams. All night Wolfen and No Thought grieve. Quetta and I grieve with them for Tiger Claw's long suffering and this awful curse the white man has placed upon us. Now the moon grows full, and smallpox rages through our village. We have no breath left to mourn the dead. There are so many. Clear Sky, Godet, Atank, No Thought's baby, Nunshish. Sometimes at night I think I hear her. A warm wind sings her melody, so high and sweet. I'm afraid of who might sicken next. That's the end of chapter 19.